Just wanted to make sure to test if the audio worked. Anyway, time to start our advertising. Hey, hey, Dennis. Hey, Larry. Well, let's get ourselves started. Good afternoon, everybody. It's your boy Trojan, the guy who kicks ass, keeps kicking ass, and won't stop kicking ass. How y'all doing? Been busy today, so we're a little bit slow on the draw. But anyway, we're going to continue on with our stream. For those wondering, yes, we're heading back to the world of Super Robot Wars. Now we're going to start our stream and get ourselves started. Oops. Hold up. Better get ourselves started. Forgot about the OBS. Here we are. There we go. But to give a brief summary, we managed to deal some issues. We killed Jonah, defeated many other threats, and we managed to get ourselves some new mechs. So let's continue on our game. Oh, and the Quasars decided to do a load up, so we got to get ourselves started. Did a load up and made a startup of the whole. Oh, we judge humanity. Anyway, let's do ourselves up. "30 years of full crossovers." Yep, that's Super Robot Wars to a T. And the narrative is going to need an update. Since it uses an incom system, we're going to need to up. Let's take a look at our pilots. Oh, that's Bangar. I'm proud of being a mecha fan. Sup? Hey, Draco! Welcome. Looks like we got ourselves a full group now. Just need a friend. Alright. Looks like we're going to need to do formation, assign a unit to our... We got Tamachi in the narrative. We're gonna need to put someone in the MP news. So. That should help out. The shame across wasn't invented. Koba's being Leviathan chum. Oh boy. I hope Koba's doing fine. Hey. That should help out a bit. Anyway, let's No, he's not. He's currently suffering the curse of a randomizer mod. Oof. Anyway, let's see what we got. The L5 front. Ah, I forgot about this thing. Bangar. Or Banniger. Whoever the hell he is. Congrats, buddy. I heard you made ace. Thank you very much. Hey, why so stiff? I'm not here to grill you. I apologize if I seem so standoffish. But hey, we're known for each other for this long, right? I think we're kind of overdue for a chat. You're heading out for a patrol? Let's chat for a few before you go. A chat? Like I said, I'm not about to crowbar you into a past or anything. Truth be told, it's kind of the opposite. I thought you might like to know about what the Gargoyle Squadron was like before you joined up. I'd love to hear about that. I may not know where he's been or what he's been doing, but what I do know is that he's got a whole wheel of steel. And no matter what, you're one of us, so I'm with you to the end. Now we can... Here we are. It's time to go to this one, so... I believe we completed the main story, so we're... Oh, come on, don't do it. Oh, here we are. There's darkness, arbitrator, judgment. Here we are, let's do this. Judgment. Here we are, Antarctica. The Quasars speak of truth. Confirm. Meanwhile, in the halls of truth, the time has come, Calorem. Masters, so you've reached the answer? Theirs is just like any other civilization we have met before. After several thought experiments and rigorous debates, we have reached a conclusion. That's the way of the Quasars, pursue the ultimate truth. Calorem, you must thank those who have participated in our thought experiments and bring our warning to the survivors of Os. That is your duty as new ruler of this planet. I understand. Then, in the name of the Quasars, you must tell the Earthlings their future. This is the conclusion brought up to them by the people of Earth themselves. We are merely supporting it. We are the Quasars, seekers of truth and in a godless world. We're almost to Antarctica. I hope this will finally clear up who the Quasars are and what their purpose is. Yeah. Since there are extraterrestrial origins, Chief Taiga and Chief Akamatsu will also be present at the meeting. I see. What's wrong, guy? You seem out of it. Mikoto, I know this isn't the best moment, but there's something I've been meaning to talk to you about for a long time. Now that you mention it, back at the Trinary Solar System when you became Genesis Gaigar, you said we'd have a long talk later on. I did, and I want to have that talk now, Mikoto. Yes? Will you marry me? Yes! But come on, I know you well enough to know that's not all you want to talk about. Oh boy, you really do know me too well, Mikoto. Of course I do, we've known each other for a long time now. So, about marriage, before we left for the Trinary Solar System, they gave me a full medical exam. Do you remember? I remember how Swan and Papillon played around with you in the name of collecting evoluter samples. Context! Truth is, I heard the results of the genetic exam just before we left. Apparently, my evoluter genes are almost impossible to suppress. So they're extremely dominant. Long story short, my children will always be evoluters, without fail. But isn't that a good thing? If all of humanity becomes evoluters, we'll have a lot less to fear from attacks like this. Yes, that's true. But if I happen to have a trait that, say, makes me more vulnerable to genetic disorders, it would be inherited by all my descendants. Oh, right, we can't reliably screen for it. Also, in the distant future, there might be a conflict or discrimination between evolutors and normal humans. Why are you concerned about that, Guy? Do you want me to remind you of the multiple new types we have on the crew and how they've been discriminated for years of their arrival? Think of how Amuro was treated after the 1-year war. It would be like that all over again. Oh, now you realize it. You've been worrying about this all by yourself all the time? But you also have been thinking about it, haven't you? I have. Besides, I don't want to have children with anyone other than you, Mikoto. I mean, I'm a semi-evolutor myself, a cross between human and a new machine species. Right. Crossing our genes would mean fusing the G-stone with the Z-seed. And no one can predict what that might cause. So, we're not allowed to have children? That's not about whether we're allowed to have them or not. I personally think that we shouldn't, but I don't want to choose for the both of us. That's why I wanted to talk about it with you. I feel the same way, Guy, and more than anything else, I want to be with you. I do want to marry you. Besides, just because we can't have children doesn't mean we can't be parents. That's right, we can adopt them. You know very well that blood alone doesn't make a family. Wow. Guy is really the epitome of pure optimism. Just like Mamoru or Ikumi. And when one day our kids will ask us, "Are you not our real daddy or mommy?" we will tell them, "Of course we are. We just had you a little differently." You got it. Guy, let's raise lots of kids. I want at least enough for a full baseball team. No, I'm settled for a full soccer team. First, I think we have to ensure humanity has a future. We have to end the senseless war between humans, the Quasars, and 000. We'll do it, Mikoto. We'll keep fighting for everyone out there. Yes, together, we'll overcome any hardship. Judgment. Excluding the NSX, which will be guarding the perimeter, each ship has arrived at the point designated by Calorim. Why would the Quasar summon the Gargoyle Squadron? I'd imagine they're going to reveal the results of their testing of humanity. Or maybe it's a declaration of war. That's one of the possibilities we're expecting. Either way, we should finally be able to find out who these people actually are. The Quasars are coming! Welcome to these frozen lands, Gargoyle Squadron. Spares the pleasantries, Calorim. Oh, I was simply trying to greet you the Earth way. Would you allow me to inside your ship? This is a rare occasion, after all. Very well. We may be able to understand each other better if we talk face to face. A sensible answer, Mitsuba. I trust those are your own words? What is that supposed to mean? I can see my remark was unwarranted. I'll be there shortly. Leon, guide his machine toward Hangar 1. If they are willing to fight, we will answer in spades. Yes, ma'am. Should I have every mobile team stand by on the other ship just in case? Make it so, XO. Come if you dare, Quasars. I'm ready to take you all on. Now then, allow me to formally introduce myself. I am Calorim Ball, Action Commander of the Quasars. First of all, I must apologize for coming here without bringing a present. This is extremely rude of me. Apologizing for that makes it even worse, just saying. Oh, I see. You must be Chojin. That attitude you showed me, your future king, is more ill-mannered than I could have ever imagined. Don't start calling yourself king, pal. Alas, that was not my own decision. So that's Calorim Ball. Just like we thought, he doesn't look like an Earthling. He's so hot, my eyes are gonna burn out if I stare too much. He's hardly to describe, maybe unearthly. Calorim, no need to serve me tea and biscuits. This is enough hospitality for the time being. Aren't you a little too cheerful? I might be. You see, I've been looking forward to this day. Mitsuba, how I've longed to see you. Back off. You can't just waltz inside an enemy ship and start hitting on the captain, you son of a... That's enough, Chojin. Calorim, I want to know the reason you called us here. As you know, we Quasars have asked you several questions during our previous interactions. You should know that this was an experiment. We are testing you Earthlings, and we have now reached a conclusion, which I'm here to present. A conclusion, you say? You're free to do your own experiments, but why do you need to let us know the results? We, the Quasars, are pursuers of the ultimate truth. According to the conclusions we reach, in other words, according to the truth, we hand down our judgment upon a civilization. Your judgment? First you're the king, now you are the judge? Who the hell do you think you are? Do you fancy yourself gods? It would be within our right, after all. You annihilated the divine civilization Os. Exactly. I have a sneaking suspicion that was the case. It's true then, Os was destroyed by the Quasars. How much do you know about Os exactly? We know that they were a highly advanced civilization who brought to Earth the power to oppose the Quasars, and that your headquarters are in the same subspace where the legacy of Os is resting. Is that all? Well, that explains a very great deal. What do you mean? If you knew the truth about Os, you'd see us, their destroyers, in a different light. Os, the self-proclaimed divine civilization, she and hers were the scourge of the universe, acting self-righteously in the name of God. Say what? They were the one of the oldest civilizations in the universe. They would often bestow intelligence to their native inhabitants of various planets. Hey, isn't that just like the Wulgaroo? Now I get what Lilith meant. Os, the divine civilization, and the Wulgaroo, the hand of God. Both are connected to a godly presence. But it seems like God was just how they rationalized the ideas of beings from other planets who brought them progress and evolution. When one of the civilizations they nurtured developed a civilization that did not satisfy the requirements, they would erase that civilization. As their creators, they claimed to be taking responsibility for their own failures, you see. That's just cruel! I see now, this is certainly the height of arrogance. The Quasars were one of the many civilizations that incurred the wrath of Os, becoming a target of their purge. But our ancestors fought back in the name of freedom and justice, and in the end, the target of destruction became the destroyer. That's right, we brought freedom and justice back to the universe. How dare you! Miss Orchidesa! She must have wanted to confront the Quasars, her killers, directly. Oh my, what a surprise! So... basically, to summarize the basis, the Quasar, the Great Old Ones, and the Necrontyr. You could say that. But instead, imagine if the Necrontyr, basically, yeah, you could say that. But instead, they're not grumpy old robots. Oh my, what a surprise, if it isn't Lady Orchidesa, a survivor of the divine civilization Os. Yes, you're quite famous, the lone woman who kept opposing us, hundreds of Earth years after Os's end. Looks like you've chosen the Earthlings as your new tools for revenge. I only wanted to restore order to the universe. Order? Os has no right to utter that word. You would punish the name of God those who did not meet your standards. There was no order in what you considered peace. That's because you failed to understand. Without someone to lead them, every living creature in the universe is doomed to chaos. Fear not. As long as we Quasars exist, that'll never happen. We will make sure of it. Necrontyr were not robots. The Necrontyr became the Necrons after the biotransference. Before that, they were grumpy, irradiated folk who did not like the Great Old Ones. Ah, okay. So you think in this situation, you would think that the Quasars were the Necrontyr in this case? And that Os is basically the Great Old Ones? Who gave you that right? It seems you have yet to realize where exactly you stand, Orchidesa. Whatever divinity you might have had was lost the moment you were defeated by your creation. Yes, and that Os is the Great Old Ones. Ah. And that I'd become a new gods, a simple natural progression. Unlike you lot, we are not ruled by arrogance and self-righteousness. We pass our judgments only through repeated experiments and debates. That is how we reach the truth. Silence, you swine! How dare you talk back to your creators? So confident, even all by yourself. Or maybe that's just the arrogance of someone who yet fails to realize the truth. Heed me, Orchidesa. We, the pursuers of truth, will protect order in the universe in place of Os. Silence! 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 Be silent! Senora Orchidesa, maybe you should calm down a bit. What are you doing? This conversation is clearly meaningless. Kill him already. Send his mauled corpse back to them. That'll teach them to defy us. You can't do that. Attacking those who have requested dialogue can only worsen the situation. I wasn't asking, Earthling. I was ordering! Lady, I think you got some wires crossed. We are not your servants. Looks like there was some truth in what Calorum told us. You wretched Earthspawn! Very well! Ah! This feeling. This is just like those other times I was losing myself. Go now, my slaves! Slaughter the Quasars! Your wish is my command. All is the will of Os. All is the will of Os. What's going on? I'm not sure, but I think she's sending orders directly into our brains. Well, now, I'm impressed by your force of will, Chojin. You actually resisting Os's obedience gene without any hesitation. When we first clashed, I realized you were Os's vanguard, but I never imagined you'd be able to reject her influence. Calorum, what the hell? What the hell is this obedience gene? A bit of a genetic information. From side to the 3G, you're both being dicks. That's right. A bit of a genetic information that Os would bury within those chosen species before bestowing them with intelligence. Os would then exert their influence over those genes through a psychic signal called subjugation wave, ensuring the absolute obedience of their subjects. My head feels like it's splitting. No, someone's entering my head. God damn it, I'm losing myself. I'll stop being me. You gotta fight it, guys. Stay strong. Why do you resist, Chojin Darius? You even need to ask? It's because I've always lived this way. And I plan to keep doing it. My mind belongs to me and no one else. What? How? Listen up, Orchidesa. Only one person gets to decide how I live my life, and that person is me. I'm not giving up my future to a witch hell-bent on revenge like you. Your future. The subjugation waves are weakening. She must have been overwhelmed by Chojin's spirit. Still, all is the will of Os. All is the will of Os. I'm not surprised it wouldn't work on aliens like myself or Mamoru, but why can't some of us break free of her control? I think the only people still under her control are officers from Military Academy 30. What the hell's going on? Mitsuba, take lead of my servants and slaughter the Quasars. As you command, Mistress Orchidesa. Good girl. The time I spent nurturing you was well worth. What the hell do you mean nurturing? Haven't you ever noticed? She's been under my control from the start. What? It all went exactly as Spikes and I planned. In order to control you as a group, I would occasionally manipulate Mitsuba's consciousness to direct her. Are you saying that she was your puppet? Your wild instincts did smell something off about Captain Mitsuba, Shinobu. It must have been Orchidessa's influence on her I was sensing. Deep down, you were aware of this, Chojin Darius. That's why you felt compelled to protect her. Because the power you were gifted with her was there so you could serve as Os's vanguard. Is that what Fikes meant by being gifted? Yes, you were fated to be my servant from the moment you were born. Me, Mitsuba, everyone. We were always pawns in the hands of Os. But you were repulsive, Orchidesa. The very arrogance is the reason you were destroyed long ago. Enough! Why won't you leave this place alive? You won't leave this place alive, Quasars! If you force my hand, I will activate the Kalisha Giri in orbit and have it fire on Antarctica. Wait, what? Hell, she made Commander Mitsuba keep the Kalisha Giri intact just for this? All hands attack Calorum. Do not let him escape. I have a duty to lead this planet down to the right path. I fear I can't let you kill me. What do you do, Captain Bright? We absolutely can't ignore this. Whoa! The Striker's starting to move. The vessel is already under my control. Those who will not follow the will of Os must be eliminated. That's what this vessel was created. All hands fire back. Prioritize your own safety. So you won't obey me? Then you get what you deserve. Orchidesha, you witch! Status report. All members have been retrieved by the other ship. The only people left on the Destroyer are those under Orchidesha's control. No responding from the Destroyer. Situation inside the ship is unclear. Calorum is still on the Destroyer as well. Quasars incoming! They'll never deploy such a formation before! In other words, they're serious this time. You ready to return fire? All ship, deploy mobile teams! We got a full armor. Looks like we're gonna have to choose ourselves our aces in the hole for this fight. Pick something. There we go. We'll choose the ones that at least tried to participate in this one. Damn it, how are we supposed to take out a whole army without the Destroyer? We'll figure it out. The Striker's not gonna fix itself, so we gotta make it through this. You okay, Chojin? Looks like the Quasars are getting serious. This ain't the time to complain about a little headache. Besides, we got one pissed off would-be goddess to deal with. Come on, Chojin. First we make it through this, then we'll take back the Destroyer from Orchidesha. Damn right. She can keep her crazy cyber mitts off our family. First priority should intercept the Quasars. All units commence the attack. And in the end, we'll never get to hear the conclusion Calorum mentioned. It might become apparent during this confrontation. Now we gotta move ourselves up. But yep, Draco's right. Both sides are literally dicks. What's with always civilizations and them using There we go.
まだ私に役目があるというなら、ここはこれが確実か。もらった。
That takes care of one of the peanut patrol.
"私の前に出てくるとは迂闊だったな。やってみるさ。直撃させる。
Oops. Oh well. Oh, so much for the chain. There we go.
人工知能、敵とあらば容赦はしません。イカルガの力を見せる時です。守りを捨て、全てを攻撃に注ぐ。イカルガのベヘモスハートとクイーンスコロネットは伊達ではありません。これが僕たちの必殺技です。
That takes care of one. go.
直式の名は伊達じゃないんだよ。新しい輻射波動なら食らえ。負けないこのグレーなら。
There we go. That wrecks one fella. Let's see that. We can hit that, blow that artillery up. There we go. Let's hit that one.
お前の相手は僕とレッド5だ。突破してみせる。もっともっとだ。ラスト。
Takes care of some of the big critters. Uh-oh. Hold up. I think I made a moo-boo. Yep, forgot about that. Note to self, always make sure that you always update your tag streams, because apparently I must have made a mistake, so that's my bad on that. Really gotta update my tags. Or I wish there would be an automatic tag system that at least fixes it. Go.
目標確認。接敵まで残り3秒。
カッキー フォーメーションを行くとしますか。燃えてきた。今だ玉木。
一滴マンドリル。
見えた。そこだ。くたばれゴミ虫ども。みんなお待たせ。おっせーぞノロマ。レッドファイブ一緒にヒーローになろう。もらった。いけいずれ。みんなの思いを一つにする。必殺ラビッツアタック。
お前たちに問う。融和とは何だ。
And of course, Amuro's Psycho Frame is operational. With the chain of command down, now we can move in, so... There we go.
相手が機械なら動きにパターンがある。翼の出力を限界まで最大パワー。見えた。
There we go.
機体の調子は悪くない。いけるはずだ。いけフィンファンネル。落ちよう。
There we go.
仕掛けるぞ。距離があるからといって直撃させる。
Yeah, we could do that. Let's finish. I want to see the bazooka launcher. So how's everyone's Wednesday going?
機体の調子は悪くない。いけるはずだ。フィンファンネル。とどめだ。その隙を逃がすものか。この距離ならこれで。
Oh, that's just overkill now.
仕留める。
My biorhythm is all a bit busted. My biorhythm's all over the place. Ah, I can imagine that. There we go.
クエスターズの身勝手な主張を受け入れるつもりはない。生きる。すべて出し尽くす。これで終わらせる。平和を取り戻すその日まで。私は何だったのだ。
Ha. think we're good for now. We just blew a hole right through the middle, so they basically got a gap. Let's see the carnage that's gonna happen now that we just ripped them a new one. Alright, looks like we got themselves a death wish.
これなら外さん。覚悟はいいな。運がなかったな。
Here we go.
Sara、人の心配している暇があるんなら前を見てな。
やろう、やりやがったな。
文句を言う暇があったら反撃するよ。
バツでかいのぶちかましてやる。行くぞみんな。オッケー、忍ぶ。食らえ、ダンク砲。
There we go, that takes care of that. And of course, we solved the puzzle. And Wild Instinct is now triggered. The bars.
So それでは捉えられない。無人機は動きが単調すぎる。すでに狙いはついている。落としてみせる。
These guys are barely hitting anything. Now that we nicked their chain of command, they're basically... Damn, they're really going after Amuro and the rest. And the NTD is now activated. Unleashed Getter Raise is now activated. There we are.
攻撃
撃は集中して行え。メガ粒子砲発射。
There we go.
この位置から攻撃する。
座標軸転送。目標位置速度予測進路 87.5%。
訪問開け。発射。
There we go.
コンバトラーの相手はあいつだな。超電磁発超電磁スピン。
There we go. Dead. Now. Great Scott, are you seeing this? Someone hijacked the communication aircraft of the entire solar system. What did you say? Incoming transmission to all lines. People of planet Earth, we are the Quasars, pursuers of the ultimate truth. We have recently subjugated you to various tests within the aim of examining you from different perspectives. We have finally reached a conclusion. I've arranged this forum to allow every single one of you to listen to our judgment. That is, to the truth. What I'm about to say is of the utmost importance for the future of your civilization. So listen carefully and take it to heart. The truth is that we, the Quasars, have reached that you Earthlings are unworthy of existing. I have been evaluating the balanced scale of truth. On the right side, humanity's foolishness. On the left, its danger. In the end, the scales were tipped to the left. Humanity has proven how dangerous it is. If left to your own devices, you would eventually become a threat to other civilizations. For the sake of the universal order, we, the Quasars, have decided to annihilate humanity. This is the declaration of war from the Earth's new king, Calorum Vral. I imagine you will disagree with our decision, but allow me to reiterate. You, humanity, brought this upon yourselves. We are not gods, thus we only examine the facts, draw a logical conclusion, and act accordingly. I hope you all follow reason and peacefully accept your fate. That is all I have to say. May you make most of little time you have left. They're going to annihilate humanity? So that's your answer, Quasars. How much better than us do these bastards think they are? Ultimate truth, my whole ass. They're doing whatever they want. But we won't obey. You lack the wit to accept the wisdom handed down by the Magister. Still, now humanity will be forced to think about its future. You like answers, Calorum? Well, here's ours. We're gonna fight back with everything we got. And still you choose to resist. Your inability to accept the inevitable is beyond my comprehension. But this time, there's nothing you can do. The Destriger, your best asset, is in that pitiful state. Zip it! We're gonna deal with Orchidesa in no time, you see. Mitsuba, open your eyes! Exo, Lian, Miu, Irene, Mavi, Aces, Jikan, Kana, Rocklin. Remember your will to fight. Don't tell me you forgot your duty as crew of the Destriger. Chojin. It seems Mitsuba's subjugation is wavering. What is Chojin's words, or was it his powerful will? Silence, Quasars! Your time is coming! Now go! Tear that pig limb from limb! No, I don't want... What's the meaning of this? Why aren't you obeying me? Well, it seems he was able to reach out to more than just Mitsuba. Chojin Darius, why are you still fighting us? You have the gift, do you not? Heh, you certainly never bore me. Silence! Shut up, Quasars! I do pity Orchidesa, still clinging to glory long gone. I just have to intensify the subjugation waves. Then nobody will be able to resist, not even those who recess with recessive obedience genes. Yes, every single Earthling will become my soldier. That's quite enough, Orchidesa. Who? You! Sorry, but your revenge ends here. What is this? Huh? What was I? How was this possible? They should be under my control! Oh, I've been working on a device that negates subjugation waves on the side. Looks like I finished setting it up in the nick of time. You what? Simply put, it's an application of Psycommu tech. It replicates the psycho waves of someone with a strong resilience to your subjugation waves. Specifically, the psycho waves of the one person who carries the obedience gene but will never submit to you. Chojin Darius. And to its effectiveness, well, you can see for yourself, the Destriger's crew is no longer under your control. How? How are you able to act on your own accord, Mavi Hawkins? You were supposed to be under my full control like Mitsuba! Simply, I thought this might happen, so I prepared accordingly. Okay, I'll be honest, I was saved by the Destriger's ace in the hole. What? Orchidesa, both you and the Quasars have greatly underestimated us Earthlings. We're taking back the Destriger and everything we hold dear. What is this? It's time he went back to sleep in the deepest recesses of the Destriger's systems. No! You can't do this to me! I am Orchidesa of the Divine Civilization Os! Thank you for the power you granted us, but from now on, we'll be protecting our own planet on our own accord from now on. So you managed to get out, Calorim. This is Lieutenant Reynolds Hardings of the Destriger. We have broken free of Orchidesa's influence and have recovered control of the ship. Exo? We owe this victory to our Exo. We may have been dancing to Orchidesa's tune, but in the end, she was dancing in the Exo's headspace. You've got to be kidding me. I've been preparing for this very day. We don't need to fear Os any longer. Now we fight by our own free will. Time to do a get the fuck off my planet. That's that's the basis. What's happened to Orchidesa? She's sealed deep within the ship's system. She's not getting out of there anytime soon. Do your foolishness have no ends, Earthlings? How do you plan on fighting without Os's favor? Are we truly the fools here, Calorim? Do you really not see that you're contradicting yourselves? You have rebuked Os for their arrogance in the past, and yet now you follow them in their footsteps. You're wrong. We're nothing like those she and hers. The fact that you must be annihilated is the truth, and we have reached after a series of tests and debates. You're arrogantly pushing a choice you've made by yourselves onto us. Yeah, we could never agree to that. It's true that there are a lot of bad people out there, but there are also plenty of good people. You can't lump them all together and erase them just because you feel like it. That's the answer reached by the Master and the Masters. In other words, that is the ultimate truth. You're pathetic, Calorim. You sure aren't king material. That much is clear as day. Excuse me? You're just like this Magister's guy's yes man. You can only do as you're told, am I right? There ain't much kingly about blindly following someone else's orders without thinking for yourself. I'm blindly following someone else's orders? Oh, I get it now. You guys also have the obedience gene, huh? Chojin, I won't allow you to besmirch the Quasars any further. Oh, so you can get pissed off, eh? I like this Caloran better than the one spouting nonsense about truth or whatever. Bring it on then! I'm ready for you! No, not this time. Where do you think you're going? Cargo Squadron, you're going to realize how powerless you are without Osa's favor. But rest assured, even after you fall, we will still be there. He kept this pleasant gentleman act even on his way out. Something about what he said bothered me. Could there be a new enemy coming? What is it, Go? The dimensional distortions caused by the 4 pillars of light are gathering here in Antarctica. What does that mean exactly? The dimensional boundaries of this area are going to collapse. And from the rift will come... Run away. I heard a voice in my head. Run away. Hurry. I think it's a girl. It's the limpid channel. Then that voice belongs to... Ah! It's Sakura! This is Sakura's will, I'm sure of it! She's reaching out to us from the wormhole. It's coming. It's crossing the wormhole to come here to Antarctica. It's coming. The Conqueror King. Conqueror King Genesect! I thought the Conqueror King was sealed in Jupiter. Why is it showing up on Earth? By crossing a wormhole, time and space loses all meaning. And since the dimensional boundaries are pretty brittle here, it just needs a little push, huh? What does it want? The annihilation of all intelligent life, just like we wanted when we were its thralls. So our final battle will take place in Antarctica. Look, the Zero robots that vanquished alongside the Conqueror King at Jupiter. Hinoki, if we heard Sakura through the limpid channel... Yeah, Sakura must be inside the Conqueror King. The hell? This is the worst case scenario. So we must fight. If we don't stop, it'll destroy humanity. But Guy! Don't get me wrong, and we're going to defeat the Conqueror King and save Sakura. We can do this one way without the other. Now we're talking. Never give up, no matter the hardships. That's how a brave fights. Captain, the Destroyer's ready for combat. Please take command. Captain? Mitsuba, if you're not for it, let the XO handle it. Chojin, you don't have to force yourself, but if there's something you can do, you gotta do the best way you can. That's just the way you are, right? The way I am. A determination that I will never yield. All hands, prepare for battle. Mitsuba! Aye, aye, Captain. All hands, prepare for battle. We're going to hit the Conqueror King Genesect with everything we have. Concurrently, we'll rescue Sakura Akamatsu, who is presumed to be inside of it. Copy that, Captain Mitsuba. Come on, guys, let's show the Quasars and Orchidesa what we're made of. Yeah, go humans, go humans, go! Hang in there, Sakura, we're coming for you. Come on, Conqueror King Genesect. It's time we finish this once and for all. Time to hyperlink up, boys. But yep, that's what we're doing. We're gonna give them DOS boot off Earth. Oh, we got 3 units on move. Oh, yes. L game and, of course, Dan of Thursday. There we go. And of course, overflow. Uh-oh. Again, aim for the aim of 3G replicas are kind of 1 point. Good aim all around. Yep. There we go. But either way, let's show them basically the benefit of this. Of the real one. There we go.
ファイヤーブラスタ
There we go. That should help us with our power episode. But seriously, now we have to fight Genesect. That's a king among conqueror thralls for you. That's no pushover. It could take us all down in a single hit if we're not careful. That's what makes it fun. It's the ultimate thrill. Gargoyle Squadron, don't worry about Sakura. Just give everything you have. Chief Akamatsu, if any of you were to die because you were willing to try to save Sakura, I couldn't. Raise your head, Chief Akamatsu. As a father, you're the last person who should be crying right now. But look at them. There's not a single soul out there who had given up. Please have faith in us, Chief Akamatsu. We're going to save Sakura and beat the Conqueror King. We swear. That's the 3G way and the Gargoyle Squadron way. Everyone. Please save my Sakura! Them's the words we're waiting for. Don't worry, Chief. We gotta save her without fail. It's just me, or is that thing stronger than it was back on Jupiter? Its G-Zone must be reacting to Sakura's bravery. Why is Triple CO so bent on destroying humanity? Does it hate us that much? No, that's not the case. It doesn't hate anything. In fact, it's not thinking anything at all. Correct. Triple Zero is the natural phenomenon, so to speak. Think of it as a hurricane, a cosmic scale one at that. Back when the Conqueror's thralls, we never felt any hatred for mankind. We were only driven on a single thought: we should not go against cosmic law. But humanity always fought back against natural disasters that threatened our existence since the dawn of time. This is no different. You are correct, children of man. Booyah! I knew the better men would come to save us! Like you, we are also inhabit this planet. Today, Samanum and man stand together against the aura of dawn. Yeah, that's the fate of every living thing. Let's fight together, Samanum. Give it everything you have, warriors. This is the time for bravery. Roger! Don't hold anything back. If we lose here, it's literally the end of our universe, so fire yourselves up! If anything ending today, it's not gonna be our universe, it's gonna be you, Conqueror King! If we work together, there's nothing we cannot overcome. We're gonna beat you, rescue Sakura, and save the entire universe! Oh, now we get to move better. Oh, nice. Hold up. Secret, 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 secret. Now we get to control a better man. That should help out our good friend Van. There we go. We're DLC out. We already Oh, hey, hey there. Sorry not noticing you, Kiss Yuria. We already got. I think we got most of the DLC out. I think. Anyway. Just in case. DLC 3 has been out. Let's take... Yeah, let me take a peek. Before we continue, let me take a peek. Yeah, they did. They added a few new missions. It added Scope Dog, Dan Cougar, Get a One Evolution, Shinkalian, and basically... And that, so... Let's see. I want to see his reaction anyway. Thank you for answer, but how can I buy the DLC 3? Oh, you could probably find it somewhere on it's on the Steam site. You should find it there. Oh, we got a new follower? Who did we get follow? Who followed us? Who that? Who that? Who that? Ah, Kisura, thank you for the follow. Thank you very much for that. Anyway, let's continue on. Thank you for the answers too. No problem. I could tell you're a fan of this game as well, just as much as I am. So let's hit this. There we go. Hit this. Conqueror King, you're against the power of life you hate so much. Get a raise. Like many scum before you, you also are gonna realize what kind of power we humans have, and truly how terrifying Getter is. There we go. All right. There we go. That should hopefully do some damage. Yep. Just to make sure, because there's a secret you can get. All right, forgot about that. I'm just realized the DLC is written as expansion pack. Yep, that's DLC number 3 anyway. Better hold up for a moment. Looks like my microphone's giving me a warning beep that A, I'm running low on juice. There we go, that's better. That's why I can't see DLC 3. Yeah, they're kind of expansion packs, but it is kind of the third DLC anyway. I have to go to work. It's almost 6:30 in my country. Okay, no worries. Thanks for stopping by, and thanks for the fave, Kisei. Oh, perfect. Time to give everybody a boost. You know, it's funny how it's just... Oh, looks like we're out of juice already. Hopefully that's enough. Thanks for answers too. I will come again. I'm still trying to find SRTs on my Switch. I might have to do a stream of that in the future. Ah, here we go. In the great words of Dr. Kallichus, I'd like to say, stop. Hammer time. Conqueror King, we're taking Galleon back. We're going to rescue Sakura. We will protect our universe and our future.
戦いを終わらせるため今こそ勇気ある者の使命を果たすシステムチェンジダブルハンマーコネクターゴルディオンダブルハンマークラッカーモード
I have a big camera and you, boy, really I look like a sticking out nail. Conqueror King! And her prophecy was right. Transformed into light. We did it! Mamoru, Ikumi, Renes, we need to do this together. Got it. Hell and heaven! Kimikira Gango Kufo! Vita! Sakura is safe. Well done, brave ones! Sakura! It's finally over, Guy. Conqueror King Genesec has been defeated. The threat at 000 is no more. A shame about Genesec, though. Aw, I really want to see Guy pilot Genesec Gaugiger. Don't worry, we extracted its GS ride, so damage from the explosion was relatively small. So Genesec Gaugiger can be revived? I think so. Bring Genesec and Miss Sakura aboard the 3G division ship. Then we will start considering ways to restore Genesec Gaugiger. We all look forward for the return of the strongest King of Braves. Galleon, once again, we'll fight together. Past and present, my battle continues alongside the two Galleons. Now then. Hold on, Betterman Lamia! The Conqueror's thralls are defeated. Shouldn't this bring an end to your own battle as well? No, not yet. Source of evil, we Samanum have no future as long as you exist. Whoa, hold on a minute. What is this supposed to mean? is the source of evil Guy? Are the Betterman and Guy going to fight? Would you say the same even if I decided not to have any offspring? Huh? If Mikoto and I were to have children, they'd be evoluters too, and this fact could become a seed of conflict down the line then. That is a choice we expected you to make. However, we are still fated to be in conflict. I see. In that case, I accept your challenge, Betterman Lamia. Even if you could stand against the Conqueror King, I will not lose to you. That day will come soon, Evolutor Guy. Guy, about what Lamia said, and about your children, I'm sorry to worry you like this. You heard correctly. If Mikoto and I were to live on, we must fight against the Betterman. For her sake, I will not accept defeat, Lamia. Captain Mitsuba, Commodore Fikes is inbound. Would it be correct to assume that this was all part of the Commodore's plan, XO? Yes, ma'am. If you need further details, please ask him directly. I think I will need to be ready if we can be able to challenge that humanity is able to face. In short, this was all part of an elaborate plan of yours, Commodore Fikes. I wouldn't make any excuses. In fact, I would also acknowledge that I deliberately used all of you to ensure its realization. Would you mind telling us how this all started? Of course. It was 8 years ago when we were recovering the ship that would become the base for the Destroyer. This was when Orchidacia, survivor of the divine civilization Os, made contact with me, the man in charge of the operation. It didn't take long for her to bring me under her control through the obedience gene, the subjugation waves. As you've known, the obedience gene's receptiveness varies widely between individuals. Of course, Orchidacia was aware of the fact. Thus, to make sure we fall under her control, she emitted subjugation waves at her full output. As a result, with the exception of myself, all other people present first lost their minds and then their lives. What? That means had Orchidacia unleashed her full power, you may have shared their fate. As I was the only survivor, Orchidacia decided to make use of me to increase the numbers of her useful pawns. To ensure my own safety, she reduced the intensity of the subjugation waves. After about 3 years, I was able to break free from her control. That sounds easy when you put it that way, but you can't just wish the waves off. You must have to do something borderline crazy to accomplish that. I cannot deny that. In order to reject her domination, one requires a very strong will. I had to resort to a very primitive measure to accomplish that. I found that if I keep my free will through physical pain, a method of full risk, you could have easily lost your life. I had no other choice. It was either that or remain under her full control. Now I can't say that I won that bet. I was able to feign loyalty while preparing my counter move. At the same time, I started gathering those who had awoken their special powers of Os, as per her instructions. That must be why the lab we were in, Organization A. It all makes sense now. Military Academy 30 was part of the plan as well. Whoa, slow down. Are you telling us we were involved in all this too, Commodore? That's exactly what I'm telling you. The Academy was gathering grounds for individuals with particularly receptive obedience genes. In other words, those who would become the perfect pawns at the hands of Orchidacia. And the original crew that died in action? That was a false report I created. You were intended to be the crew of the Destroyer from the very beginning. I can't believe this. We were so frantic back there because we thought it was an emergency. Had you told us the truth, we might have prepared better. Like I said, I deliberately used you. Even if some of you were to die or were to completely fall under Orchidacia's rule, those would have been acceptable losses as long as the Destroyer could be a weapon capable of protecting humanity. That is all that mattered to me. For the love of, do our lives have any worth to you? I must repeat myself. I am not trying to make any excuses. Feel free to hate me. If you want off the ship now, then now that Orchidacia is contained, I'll get the paperwork. I understand you're upset, but I suggest listening to the good Commodore a little longer. Were you aware of her plans, Chief Mavi? I had an inkling. You don't really let a bunch of rookies fresh out of school through a secret military weapon, you know. So I started looking for a common trait shared by all the initial crew. That is, the Military Academy 30 graduates. And that's when I found out we were all sharing a certain genetic trait, the obedience gene. My theory was confirmed the moment I found that children carried the same gene. A vagrant that happens to share our same genetic traits that was put in charge of another secret weapon. I was sure that that was the key to the mystery. But I couldn't investigate it any further using the equipment aboard the Destroyer. The risk of being intercepted or monitored was too high, so every time we docked somewhere, I'd get off the ship and continue my work elsewhere, in secret. Well, until the XO noticed, that is. I'm guessing the XO was your spy, Commodore Fikes? Not quite. He was my ace in the hole. Officially, he was there to provide support for the inexperienced crew of the Destroyer. But the truth is, I chose him for a genetic trait. His obedience gene was one of the least receptive ever recorded. I honestly didn't know about the plan. I was the one instructed to support you from behind the scenes. Part of my duties consisted of observing your behavior and reporting it to the Commodore. I was even told to monitor your mental health. Incidentally, the Commodore suggested there might be a spy aboard the ship, and that I should only ever make my reports off board. Thanks to his reports, I was able to bring Maeve Hawkins into my plan. And that said, I've only figured a way how to deal with us after the Pillar and Andes. Anything longer than that, and I would have had my own share of bad times. Chief Mavi almost fell under her control at one point, but I was able to treat her in secret. At the time, we were already setting up a countermeasure for the subjugation wave, see? After that, I pretended to be under Orchidaceous control. I have to say, fooling her was quite the thrill. Then the XO and I worked together to finalize the anti-subjugation wave device. Even so, having the time not being perfect, Orchidacia would have unleashed her waves at full power and everyone would have most likely died. That is why I couldn't reveal any of this. Forgive me for keeping this from you, Captain. You've made the right call, XO. Thank you for all the hard work you've been putting us through. Honestly, I'm amazed, XO. The bumbling fool acted was just to trick Orchidacia, huh? That was so believable. Oh no, that's just normal Reynolds. An act so convincing required a level of craftiness that he simply lacks. Ha, that's not a compliment, Mavi. If there's anyone else that you should all thank, that would be Chojin. Me? That's right, Orchidacia's obsession with you gave us the opening we needed. Without you, I wouldn't have been able to activate the anti-subjugation wave system. Dang, Chojin, you're surprisingly awesome. Never judged by book by its cover, I guess. For all your flaky attitude, you sure know how to pull through when it counts. Nah, my book's pretty much what it says on the front cover. I'm a vagrant. But even Orchidacia said, forget about all that nonsense she sprouted. I know I did. Chief Mavi, what's Orchidacia's status? All green, she's sealed behind a 5-tier security lock deep within our own system. She won't be able to do anything. The Destroyer can be operated through the subsystems we prepared beforehand. Good. To me, this feels like the end of a major chapter of my life. Commodore Fikes, I don't have anything else to add. Do you have any questions? What should we be doing moving forward? Now that the Quasars has tipped their hand, we should answer accordingly. Don't forget that the Quasars are not our only enemies. I'm expecting every other organization out there to start making their own preparations. But with Orchidacia gone, is there a point to us being on the Destroyer? As I've mentioned earlier, if you want to transfer away, I'll make it happen. Don't make me laugh, old man. We're not puppets in your stupid play. Oh? Sure, we're all boarded the Destroyer as part of your plan and Orchidacia laid out. But that's not what we've been risking our lives. It's because we believe in what we're doing. He's right. I'm going to keep fighting because I want to. We're proud of being in the Gargoyle Squadron. It doesn't matter how it all started. We've come this far, we might as well see it through. Alright then, that's exactly what I wanted to hear. We're not doing it for you, we're doing it to fight because we want to. I'll be working on Staff HQ on an anti-Quasar strategies. Keep operating as an autonomous corps as you've always done. Follow your judgment and act as you see fit. Yes, sir. Commodore Fikes, may I have a moment of your time before we leave? This is something I'd like to discuss. Very well, we'll talk to you in your quarters. We'd like that, sir. If I may add some final words, I know I've said it before, but I'm bearing repeats. The outcome of this battle rests on your shoulders. But these words hold a different meaning now. You may have been pawns in Orchidacia's revenge plot before, but now you, the Gargoyle Squadron, are a true autonomous corps. All this great power is at your disposal. I know you will use it the right way. There's nothing else I can do. I can send messages and handle cleanups, but I leave the rest in your capable hands. Gargoyle Squadron, keep up the good fight for the sake of the future and peace of humanity. I'm coming in. The XO asked me to see how you're going. How you doing? He usually can't read the mood for crap, but he can be very perceptive when he wants. It wasn't just the XO. Captain Bright, Koji, Amuro, Izuru, Yuta, Kalin, Hikaru, Daba, well, pretty much everyone's worried. Seriously though, I'm impressed by the EXO. Who knew he had it in him, huh? So, what did you and the Commodore talk about? He told me about your past, Chojin. That scumbag, no respect for a man's privacy. That's his castle, you know. Don't blame him. I asked him about it. I want to know more about you. Bet you're disappointed. The cool wandering hero turned out to be your run-of-the-mill government-made killing machine. And his special talent was a present from some divine civilization. If he had told them, they'd all look at you differently. I mean, that in a good way. I think they'd be kinder to you. Thanks, but no thanks. I like my position as carefree wanderer. There's no point in talking about the past anyway. Besides, I'm pretty sure everyone here carries some kind of weight on their shoulders. With that said, today I finally got it. All that cruel training was for the sake of resisting Orchidace's rule. I wouldn't be here now if it wasn't for the hell if I went through. It doesn't mean I'm letting that scumbag off the hook, though. My friends died for this. You told me you wanted to protect me, but that too must have been a task engraved into your genes. Mitsuba, not me you wanted to protect, but the version of me under Orchidace's rule. That's not true. When I said I'd protect you, I did it out of my own free will. I still feel that way. No, I feel even stronger about it. How's that for proof, huh? You're strong, Chojin, but I'm afraid I don't believe it myself the way you do. I can't tell whether I've been fighting this long because I wanted to or because Orchidace wanted me to. I'd admit that you acted funny a few times, but you're still yourself. We all think so. What if myself is just my inner Orchidace? How do I know whether my answer to Calorum's questions were my own? If our current situation is the result of her influence over me then? Forget what that prick said. He was just trying to rile you up. More importantly, what if my feelings for you had been just caused by Orchidace's influence as well? Well, how about that now? She's not here, how do you feel? I don't know. If you don't know the answer, then you just have to look it for yourself, won't you? Chojin. If it was the same for me back when I was escaping the lab, though, I'd lost everything. But I keep fumbling about it until I managed to hold on to something. That's why I'm here now. So, it's not like you've lost anything. Still have me? Yeah. Not just me, you know. There's the EXO, Lian, Shikan, and everyone else. And not just the crew of the Destriger. Everyone in the Gargoyle Squadron's got your back. Thank you, Chojin. But for right now, you're the only one I want by my side. Tsuba. There's still so much to think about, but there's one thing I was able to confirm. My feelings for you are genuine. They were always my own. Glad to hear it. And let me say this again, clear as day. I'm gonna fight to protect you, Mitsuba, now and forever. Chojin. Come on, everyone's waiting for a rousing speech from their captain. I know, but first, let's just stay here a little longer. As a man and a woman. Sure. Let's do that. Oh, come on. After I screwed up the courage to say that, you could try to look cool. Sorry. I think I'm all cooled out for the day. Thank you, Chojin. I know you have your own share of scars. I want to fight by your side to protect everyone's future in peace. Today, I mark a new start as captain of the Destriger and as leader of the Gargoyle Squadron. For the future of humanity, I will unite the worlds together alongside my beloved comrades. Well, we managed to do some damage. Spirit of Steel. Nice. Here we are. We received official orders from EFFHQ. We're to stand by near the Solomon Islands. Orders on high. Sadly, we're not autonomous enough to simply blow those off. With the Quasar's declaration of war, the situation is unstable. We can't afford to act in haste. Excuse me, but I gotta basically answer to the bio, so be right back, folks. Hello. Alright, now we're back. Get ourselves back into the game. Here we are. The Gargoyle Squadron will now head directly to the Solomon Islands. Supporter deployment slot. There we go. Might as well do the mission. Future at stake versus. To save Sakura, Guy and his allies must settle their score. Austin subjugation waves are operating by influencing the human subconsciousness. I was hoping we could use them to bring Sakura back to consciousness, but it didn't work, did it? And it's never that easy, huh? Well, I'm just glad to have her back in one piece. Chief, I owe it all to you. If you haven't stood your ground like you did, Sakura would never have been here now. For the last 10 years, I've been donating the royalties from my inventions to all sort of medical institutions. I believe in the power of science. The more it advances, the more we'll find solutions to our problems. One day, someone will find a way to wake up my Sakura. I believe so too. Guy, Mikoto, don't give up either now. I'm sure one day, even the whole issue with evolutors and kids will be solved. Thank you, Chief. Oh, but we're going to be fine, really. We decided together that we won't have any children, the normal way. But that doesn't mean we won't have any at all. We can take in children who don't have parents. We can still have a family. I realized after thinking about Mamoru and Ikumi, not just some idea of blood that brings warmth to home. Family is more important than that. And trust me, blood relations aren't always all as they're cracked up to be. Heh, we all know one or two things about that, eh, sis? Keep that up and a good doctor's gonna have a sneezing fit in the hangar. Oh, I gotta see that. I'm out to the hangar. Take care of the rest here, Chief Mavi. Will do, and I'm looking forward for seeing Genesis Gao Geiger restored to its full glory. Dr. Raiga, you coming down with something? Maybe. For some reason, I can't stop sneezing. Well, there ain't no viruses in Antarctica. It's gotta be something else. At least pretend to show some concern for your old man. Kids these days. Yeah, I definitely know what you mean, Reneus. I would learn to accept it, Shigeru. Some bonds just can't be broken, no matter how much you hammer them. Well, anyway, how's Genesec looking? Would you like to be the one to answer that, Dr. Raiga? Oh, would I? Gather around, people, there's some serious stuff. I get all the people involved with the Green Planet, but why do we have to hear about it? Don't know. As Genesis Gal Geiger's GS ride was removed in Hell in Heaven, we were able to avoid a major explosion, and the damage was pretty basic. The purification removal all traces of 000. As far as physical repairs go, we're pretty much done. That's wonderful. Then Guy will be able to pilot Genesis Gal Geiger again. Our battles are getting more and more intense, so it's definitely good news. But here's the serious stuff. Genesis Galleon and the Genesis machines were severely eroded by 000. They're not fully operational. The Genesis machines' control cores are all operate on their own back then. Are you saying they won't wake up again? I honestly have no idea. I think their self-repair systems are working as we speak, but I couldn't tell you whether they'll be done in a few days, months, or a few years. They won't be ready for upcoming battle. Well, I wouldn't say that, you see. Cut to the chase already, you old fart. Let me guess. You're gonna have 6 people do fusion with the machine to control them in place of the control cores. What? How the hell did you know? Ha! That was a shot in the dark, but it looks like I hit the bullseye. Oh, come on. I had it all planned with all the tension leading up to the dramatic reveal. Ahem. Uncle Raiga, who would be the 6 people? You probably already figured out, but they're already here. Mamoru, Ikumi, Mikoto, my sweet Rheneas, and finally Kita and Hinoki. Say, what? I can understand the holders of the G-Stones and the J-Jewels, as well as a semi-evoluter like Miss Makoto, but why include the 2 of us? Yeah, I mean, we're dual kind, sure, but that just means our brains are special. We got normal squishy human bodies. Ahem, that's the thing, Kita. It's your brains that matter. Exactamundo. The plan is to have all you fuse with the Genesis machines, and create a neural network with all the super AIs under repair. It's certainly the fastest way to replace the super AIs, and only dual kinds would be able to perform such a feat. That's the plan. What say you? I'd like to confirm that we're all on the same page. If this means reviving Genesis, I'm in. Of course I agree, both as an Earthling and as a member of 3G. I'm more than happy to help, Guy. You freed me from the Conqueror's control, I guess I owe you that much. I'm with Officer Anno, I'll do it then. I'm with Hinoki, I'm okay with this too. Put me in the line, the Black Swan, whatever you want. Actually, you 2 are gonna take those drill moles out for a spin. Hey, are you saying we're relying on a combiner's feet? Then it's settled. Mamoru Amani will take Genesis Galleon. Ikumi Kaito will take the Gadget Gal. Renee Shishio will take the Broken Gal. Mikoto Utsugi will take Protect Gal. Keita Ano will take the Spiral Gal. Hinoki Sai will take the Straight Gal. And Gai Shishio will be in charge of the combined form. These are the fusion personnel of Final Gal Geiger. Final Gal Geiger? Indeed. Genesis Gal Geiger, the original, was resurrected in the Trinary solar system. But now it's being born anew, in order to bring an end to every and all conflicts. This is Final Gal Geiger, a name that carries our hopes. To symbolize that, look here. I made a mark engraved on Final Gal Geiger's back. Those are all the 3G emblems, past, and present, merged together. Correct. This emblem is filled with all our hopes and dreams. I call it the 3G Gathering Emblem. The 3G Gathering Emblem. I understand, Chief. I will fight to bring an end to this war alongside my comrades, bravely displaying the emblem on my back. Guy! We're detecting warping of the dimensional boundaries along our course. Mobile teams, prepare to scramble! Considering our current situation, it must be the Quasars. Well, that's a problem. We need more time to finish prepping Final Gal Geiger. We'll have to deploy with our usual machines. No, stay here. What? But why? The final King of Braves must be completed as soon as possible. Of course I agree, but they are also coming. You mean the Bettermen. Is it time for our final confrontation, Lamia? Future at Stake versus And this is a brave fight. And now let's bring some braves into this, shall we? There we are. The mobile team has been scrambled. Everyone, as leader of the Gargoyle Squadron, I would like to say a few words. Today marks the beginning of a new battle. Like you, I'll be waging my life on this conflict, thus I ask you, please lend me your strength to me and to all of humanity. Of course, we're all in this together. We're all counting on you, Mitsuba, I mean it. We're always sharing the same ideals, no matter how express them. That's how true we've ever been. Yeah, the Gargoyle Squadron wouldn't be the same without you, Commander Mitsuba. If you're up for it, then so are we. Everyone. Don't thank us or anything. You don't need to ask. We're the reason we're all here together. So let's do our best, Captain Mitsuba, together! Yes! Aren't you gonna say anything? Everything that needed to be said, got said. No need for me to butt in. Even so, Chojin, you got my gratitude. She wouldn't be back on her feet if it weren't for you. Quasar's incoming! There's so many of them. They no longer have a reason to hold back now. They see us as a real threat. Ever since this Magister made the Antarctic Proclamation, the Quasars have been showing up all over the solar system. We must show them that we are more than willing to oppose their egotistical agenda. Copy that. We'll do our best. If they won't understand through discussion, then we will have to beat some sense into them. We'll have to make them realize they're doing the exact same thing the Oz did way back then. And that's why we can't lose this fight. Gargoyle Squadron, commence the attack to protect the future of mankind. The Quasars must be defended. There we go.
全員の力を一つに正義に生まれ正義に生きて早60年俺たちが真の勇者かどうか今わかる俺たちの武器は勇気正義闘志お楽しみはこれからだエルドラファイト GO! アミーゴガンガンボンバディーヨアディオースアミーゴ Let's go! アディオースアミーゴ 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 騎士なき機体など物の数ではない。考えてるだけじゃ答えは出ない。ただ前進あるのみだ。今の俺の全てをぶつける。
AI 制御なら規則性がきっとあるはず。動きの予測は送ったわ。今よ朝日。
最大出力でぶつける。うまくいったな、シャッテ。
That guy's nuked. There we go.
速やかに周囲の安全を確保する。実力を行使する。
Oh, we don't have to worry about that with
人工知能勇者たちの超 AI とは比ぶべくもない。俺がメーザー王、俺が本命だ。
A real fight starts now, Mitsuba. I'll do everything I can to protect you and everything you hold dear.
グリッドマンを助けて、キャリバーさん。
わかった。アクセスコードグリッドマンキャリバー。俺を使えグリッドマン。グリッドキャリバーエンド。
That's one down. go.
このタイミングならばインファンネル。介入ガンダムの機動性についてこられるものか。その隙を逃がすものか。照準を合わせるまでもない。いけ。
There we go, that takes care of that. And right on cue, Psycho Frame triggers, like always.
Sa, 行きましょう。イカルガの全力お見せしましょう。魔力経路変更、格闘戦でいきます。イカルガと僕の全てをこの最後の一撃で出し切ります。最高です、僕の相棒。
No, no, not that. Air. There we go.
人の頭脳が人工知能に負けてたまるものか。ファイヤーブラスター。
Yeah, that guy got melted, so he's dead. Go.
俺の相手をしてもらうぜ。極限まで高視力を燃やす。ファイナル解 たちに問う権利とは何だ。
One more hit as well. That takes care of that.
Clear. 格闘戦は私に任せてもらう。
トライト。
とどめだ。
上出来だ C2。
The Galleon and the Geneshik machines are ready to go. All right. Final fusion. Approved. Everyone, let's do it. Final off. Final fusion. Final Gao Gaigar. The final King of Braves. The ultimate Gao Gaigar, bringing the technology of Earth in harmony with its alien origins. That's what we've been waiting for, our King of Braves! Ready to stomp some faces, guy? Yes, I've never been more ready. Final Gao Gaigar is filled with everyone's hopes, everyone's dreams, and everyone's bravery. That's why it won't lose to anyone. Final Gao Gaigar. Show us you can do. Let's go, guy. Alright, all our hopes and dreams in the future have merged into one singular form. Yes, and you're not seeing that. That was Mikoto in a dive suit. In a dive suit. This is our combined bravery. This is final Gao Gaigar. And there we go, all 5 people. Let's break this baby in. Let's break this baby in, shall we? Mamoru! I'm here, guy. Ikumi! Ready. Renates! Just say the word. Hinoki! I'm mustering up my bravery. Keita! Today, I'm a brave too. Mikoto! Wherever you go, I'll be there with you, guy. Their lives, their bravery are in my hands. Onward, final Gaigar! Our power combined will bring an end to the war and every war. And there's your Genesect track. We're just gonna show off some attacks because I'm sure people would love to see that. Legend. Yep. Oh, now we get to see a DK, hopefully. Let's break this up, shall we?
おいおい、ここは俺だろうが。アクセスコードバスターボラー。グリッドマン合体すんぞ。武装合体超人バスターグリッドマン、無限の火力で焼き尽くすぞ。ツインバスターグリッドビーム。
I want to see if this thing's got has a dynamic kill too. Ha!
AI にこんなことをさせる奴がいるのか。
ガジェットツールパレティーレッ
Ah, no dynamic kill, eh? That's a load of crud. There we go.
ファイナルガオガイガーの俺たちの力を見せてやる。
ガジェットツール
パルティーレンドライバ
Let's do some fun. Let's give the brave robos a new chance.
命令されるままに動くロボットか。
シャドウマン、ここは2人で。
承知だ、カゲロウ。まずは俺だ。
どこを見ている。トライだ、今だ。
カゲロウ。
シャドウマン。
There we go.
ここは黙ってられねえよな。ああ、速やかに対処する。超合体技を使うのか。ああ、最後の手段だ。よし、タイガーファング。エネルギー充填 120%。 タイガーファング、食らえ。
There we go.
心を持たぬロボットならファイヤーソード。
All Quasar forces have been eliminated. Ah, yeah, how's that for Final Gaigar's first battle, huh? Not over yet. The Bettermen! Been a long time coming. Betterman Lamia, are you here to settle your score with me? That is correct, Evolutor Guy. You are the source of evil, and we, the Samanum, were always fated to fight. That's what you want, I'm ready to fight you. Hold up, Guy, who said you're doing this on your own? You're our comrade. If someone shows up and declares that you're their enemy, they're gonna have to deal with all of us. Everyone. I'd like to say it earlier, Guy, we want to bring an end to this entire war. We've been fighting together for a long time, that's not about to change now. And there you have it. Come on, people. It's time for the Gargoyle Squadron versus Betterman. Lamia, you saved me more times than I could remember in the past. But if you're gonna fight against Guy, so be it. You can fight as a group. If that's what you desire, it is on to us. The decisive battle against the so-called King of Braves. Now that piques my interest. This must be done for the sake of the time of Patria. Come. He really means business this time. All the Bettermen coming at us then, huh? Then we better fight with the combined power of all of humanity, the Gargoyle Squadron. Let's go, everyone! Guy, we just finished prepping the last tool. This is the Golden Armor. Handle it with care. Copy that. With our strength combined, we will win this battle without fail. I'm warning you, Betterman. In the end, victory goes to those with bravery. In other words, to us. There we go. Oh, whoa. That should protect us. Damn. Oh yes, the Valor of Elgardo. Whoops, ignore that. There we go. Here we go. Let's show this ability. Upon this day, we conclude our fated duel. I accept your challenge, Better Man. I won't let you take Mikoto's life or mine. We all fighting to live because we are human, living creatures. Behold, Better Man, this is the power of our life. Let's see what's gonna go on with this.
俺たちの勇気で立ち向かうぞケイタ。よしそれなら
ガジェットツール
キル眼光ここ
希望なりし者のためならカタフラクトであれば恐るるに足らぬ。ホンデスの共同陰力で押しつぶす。
これが元凶なりし者への攻撃か。
Well, that takes care of that. Oh, yeah, the lion. Blue strap. Yeah. Yeah, the Betterman can the Betterman can regenerate. There we go. The better men are willing to risk their lives for the sake of their personal missions. They are true warriors. In that case, I swear on my own pride as a warrior, I will match the resolution for the sake of my comrades in arms. There we go. Time to finish this off, folks. You want to know? You want to take a look what this does? Let's see what it does.
ベターマンラミア、俺とお前は天敵同士というわけか。ゴルディオンアーマー発動承認。
了解。ゴルディオンアーマーセーフティーデバイスリリーブ。ブロークンコネクトスパイラルコネクトストレートコネクトプロテクトコネクト
ガジェットコネクト
ギャレオリアコネクト
ゴルディオンアーマー最後は俺様だ。アームコネクトゴルディオンピッケー。行くぞ。俺様を止められるかよ。
腹からたちを感謝する。
Mikoto quietly pops out from Gaogaigar to activate 3G. Prostate check! Victory is ours, better men! We acknowledge our defeat, children of man. Tell me, Lamia, why did we have to fight like this? Yeah, I thought you guys had a symbiotic relationship with humans or something. With humans? Certainly. With evolutors? Not quite. A hybrid between man and machine is not a human. That is our conclusion. And yet, we were defeated. Evolutor guy, the time of Patria is now beyond our reach. Even so, I would like to thank you for agreeing to our fated duel. What is this light? About 10 years ago, according to the human calendar, a certain spirit wandered inside my sepulchre. While I was enjoying having a conversation partner, I noticed a certain desire to leave in recent years. That wish should be granted. Chief Akamatsu, come to the laboratory immediately! Why? What's going on? Well, I guess you can hear her over the intercom. Where am I? What is this place? Hand deleted. Yep. Sakura! Sakura, you're awake! Good morning, Dad. Sakura! Oh, Sakura! So her consciousness was with the Bettermen. Where are you going, Lamia? We have always dwelled within the depths of the unknowable. We're once again returning to the shadows until the next source of evil threatens the existence of man. Wait, Bettermen! You've returned Sakura's soul back to us, and for that I thank you. But would you say this is over? What do you mean? Humanity is not out of danger yet. If we lose any of the upcoming battles, mankind may very well be annihilated. My, that is certainly right. If you Samanum can truly only coexist with humanity, then your battle is not over yet. Evolutor guy? What is it, Betterman Lamia? Your words speak truth. If man requires our strength, then call upon us. You're going to help us? Until we reach the time of Patria. They're gone. No, Lamia is by our side, I'm sure of it. He promised he and the others would help us, and I believe him. Then they're gonna fight with us? Thank you, Better Man. From now on, you are also our comrades. Guess Better Men have to get used to humanity's scaled nanites. I'm afraid so. We will fight together for the future of humanity. Well then, we will return to the orbit base and prepare our countermeasures. Understood, Special Chief. The GDF have announced they'll soon be leading an assault on the Wolgaru's gate. The device that allows the Wolgaru to enter our solar system, right? An operation of that magnitude is basically an open challenge to the Wolgaru. You'll most likely be asking to join them. Good luck. Sakura will want to go with you guys, and I'm not about to deny her wish. Thank you for having me, everyone. Welcome aboard, Sakura. Let's do our best for the sake of the world. Use Final Gao Gaigar well, you hear? Remember, everyone has to work together for it to function. That means Guy, Mikoto, Reneus, Mamoru, Kaido, Hinoki, and Kita. So in order to deploy Final Gao Gaigar, we won't be able to use Gao Figar, Gao Gaigo, or the Kaku Seijin B2. That sums it up, so use it only when the situation calls for it. After hearing the Antarctic Proclamation, other organizations will start working on their countermeasures to it. We'll be counting on the brave ones. The future of humanity's in your hands. The future of humanity. That's right. That's what we'll be fighting to protect. Meanwhile, back at the Wolgaru base. And so the Quasars are starting to move. Those who destroyed Os, one of the eldest civilizations comparable to our own. Even so, we need not to fight them. Their genes are meaningless to us. Problem is that the Quasars could end up annihilating the Earthlings. We must secure genetic samples from those primitives before it's too late. I want all of our scattered squadrons gathered around the 5th planet. We will wait for the right moment and then launch a general assault on the main planet. As you command. It seems we will be finishing our duel soon, my Lamantha. Who are these Quasars anyway? What a bunch of jerks! Oh, this isn't good, Akane. It looks like that pillar of light is destabilizing your little paradise. If you're not careful, I'm afraid they might even step inside. I will not let that happen! Gridman, those Gargoyle Squadron jerks, the Quasars, I'll crush them all! If I don't, I'll... Yes, very good, Akane. Let that desperation sink in. I really do enjoy seeing you squirm in fear. Terror. Your fear, you're going to lose everything you built. And that shall make a glorious framework for our ground finale. The end. The Quasars. It seems the Earth is facing an unprecedented danger, dear mother. I don't care what happens to the planet. I understand, but we must get our revenge first. Then, they must pay dearly for all the pain they caused you. That's why we must finish our preparations. Hamlin's pipe. Once it's completed, the final battle will begin. What is the situation of this angel halos of yours? It's almost complete. Once the time is right, we will move into satellite orbit. What's your situation? Preparations are underway, but this is the time for caution. Failure is not an option. We must only proceed when victory is certain. You can leave that to me. And once everything is said and done, both the solar system and Pentagona will kneel before us. I can already picture it. I didn't expect you personally to come here to see me. The end is almost here. We must make sure no regrets before it comes. Wouldn't you agree? What are you going to do about the Quasars? Oh, them? Yes, I've been told. But don't worry having to worry about them. We just have to keep doing what we're doing. You're right. The Angel's Halo should make short work of them as it will everyone else. Ah, it's wonderful. You and I are truly the best of friends. You could have created the pure world that Charles couldn't. Meeting you was the best thing that could have happened in my life. Curry and crew, thank you and Queen Maria. This world will finally be at peace. And your situation, you are able to change this, and you believe you'll be able to change the situation? I do. If we are going to stand between Emperor Pasadal and Lord Giwaza, I should be able to end their dispute. Would a simple arms dealer be capable of so much? Let's just say that once you've been in the business for long enough, as I have, you pick up a few tricks. Besides, I'm ready to do everything I can for your sake, Queen Maria. Alright, I like this. I guess the betterment, well, we're finally dealing with the space. I'm looking at, against the space. Come on. Also, I guess we're ready to deal with the Stay Souls. Also, the Wilgaroo would be really interesting if not terrified of the Betterman. Gerb is peak trigger art. Time to pay D&D and 3D main theme grab bag. Adventure will continue in Season 2. Well, we'll continue on later on. For my sake, it won't be no exaggeration to say the best of things to happen to me since coming to this solar system was meeting you. Queen Maria, once we bring an end to these battles, I would like you to join me in Pentagona. You wish for me to go to Pentagona? Yes, there are no more worthy than the rulers than you. Yeah, I was trying to move the bar, don't worry. There we go. I was just reading that because anytime it does, the pause bar was there. Yes, there's more than one worthy to its ruler than you. Things are getting fun, don't you think? Don't you think so, Mother? The world of those who call themselves Quasars will bring more and more chaos to this world. Let's have Zalodek stir their proverbial hornet's nest. That won't be hard. That silly prince is so greedy he'll take any opportunity to throw his army in harm's way. With the world in turmoil, the desires of mankind swell and bloat beyond anyone's control. Those desires beget conflict, and the fires of war spread. Fear and despair will overtake the world. Oh, this is gonna be so fun! I can't wait to see the little end of the world while holding Hikaru's lifeless body in my arms. Then go, Nova. Bring fear and despair upon the world. Soon, they'll tremble at the mere mention of my name, Debonair. Sakura said is your supporter. Helen and Alouette's support command is improved. Power of Part Fairy's grace acquired. Well, we got a ton of experience and a ton of great stuff so far. Well, talk about a big fat finale so far. The Quasar's Antarctic proclamation has left humanity stricken to its very core. Faced with an unprecedented crisis, mankind's thoughts intermingle into a complex web, and the final battle looms close. The good news is we've managed to make to that climactic finale, folks. But unfortunately, my time is up as our stream is about, as I have to get ready for my D&D. To thank the following people: OXElia, 1Elia, OXA2, Alexstra, Alien Gathering, Commander Root, Discord for Streamers, Dr. Collegist, Drape Snip, Lizard Guy 3, Lurkax, and Valentine Cruz has arrived. And has thanked you for all tagging along. Tomorrow, once I'm done with certain chores, I'll be starting my stream soon, hopefully by noon. And we might, hopefully, make it to the finish our game finale or more stories until then. We're saving this game so far, and we managed to do a lot of good stuff. But anyway, let's go take a look at some upgrades we got. Oh! Ooh, look at this. CP 5K. Let's take a look at the last part before we depart. Yep, thank you. But before, I don't believe it. One of our units has blown past the 50,000 CP barrier. It's a real strategic weapon. The strategy is we send in bad guys and they die. That's what that we have machines like it. It's lying around that makes the Gargoyle Squadron so fearsome. If the mood should strike us, we could mold the world however we see fit. Chief Mabby, that's not what the captain meant when she spoke of unifying the Earth. Oh, I know. What I'm here for is seeing how far we can take this thing. How we use their power is up to the captain and its crew. Chief? The Destroyer's ready some serious jaw-dropping parts for us, by the way. Something tells me that's the limit, though. Right, I'm not sure we want to keep pushing the limits when it comes to things like this, to be honest. What matters now is using the strength to defend liberty and peace. We're counting on you, XO, to ensure we never stray further from the path. And we got the miraculous mark. We'll take a look at those future ones tomorrow, but until then, let's save our game. And now, with that, I wish you a good night, pleasant tomorrow, and take this away, boys.
俺は目的のためなら手段を選ぶつもりはない。そのためなら人間をやめることも辞さない。そうだ。復讐のためなら人間なんて不自由なだけだ。唯一の心残りは人間をやめたらスーパーロボット対戦の結末をこの目で見られないことだ。頼む、プレイヤー。俺にこのゲームのエンディングを見せてくれ。
I'll make sure of that, Ray.
それぐらい自分でやれよ。
Oh, shut up, Van. So with that, again, have a good night, and I'll see you again tomorrow.